Before we go over the 10 best new PlayStation 4 games that you can pre-order right now, I quickly wanted to mention the release date for The Last of Us 2 that has been leaked, and also mention something about Halo on the PS4. But before we get any further into the video, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and leaving a like is always appreciated if you enjoy. First is the rumored release date for The Last of Us Part 2. Really all you need to know is that during an interview with Critical Role and Ashley Johnson, she accidentally started to say February, but ended up cutting herself off before saying anything else. So February 2020 is most likely the release date for The Last of Us 2. As far as Halo goes, this is both awesome and a letdown, because Xbox wanted to bring Halo Master Chief Collection to the PlayStation 4, but Sony ended up saying no to it. How awesome would it have been to get a Halo game on a PlayStation console? The article also talks about whether or not Microsoft is still interested in doing this, so depending on whether Sony wants to loosen their belt a little bit, who knows, we could even possibly get Halo Infinite on the PlayStation 5. It's very unlikely to happen, but there is a chance given that Microsoft has wanted to do this in the past, so let's just hope that Sony loosens up a bit as far as getting together with Xbox. Now for the 10 new games that you can currently pre-order. These are just my personal favorites, so if there is a game that you are excited for, then let me know down in the comment section below, because I may not be aware of them yet. First is Wolfenstein Youngblood that releases on July 26th. 2019 on all consoles and PC. Wolfenstein Youngblood is the franchise's first co-op experience, and it follows the story of two sisters, Jess and Soph, who are searching for their father. The main series protagonist is 𝗣𝗦𝟰🦗. Their journey takes them on a Nazi killing rampage through the 1980s in Paris. One of the best perks of ordering the deluxe edition for Youngblood is that it comes with a buddy pass, which allows you to pair up with a friend even if they do not own the game, so that is really awesome. Next up is Borderlands 3 that will release on September 13th on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. It is rumored to be on the Nintendo Switch as well, but that's a rumor, so don't get your hopes up. Borderlands 3 is a first-person shooter that will introduce 4 new Vault Hunters: Mose the Gunner, Amara the Siren, FL4K the Beastmaster, and Zane the Operative, along with new villains, the Calypso Twins. I don't really think anything else needs to be said about the game. It's just a really fun RPG game with a ton of humor and replayability inside of it. Next up is Death Stranding that will release on November 8th, 2019 on the PS4. This is an open-world action game starring Norman Reedus and centers around a theme of connections. Kojima has stated that the player's goal is to reconnect isolated cities and fragmented society. It looks really interesting and something I would imagine we are all excited to play. Next up is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order that will release on November 15th, 2019 on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. This is a story-driven game being developed by Respawn, the team that made Titanfall and Apex Legends. The story follows a young Padawan named Cal Kestis, who is on the run from the Empire, and its gameplay includes intense lightsaber combat, force abilities, platforming, and puzzle-solving elements. Next up is Doom Eternal that will release on November 22nd, 2019 on every single console, including Google Stadia and PC. Doom Eternal is getting Battle Mode, a new asymmetrical multiplayer mode where one player controls a powerful Doomslayer and 2 other players control demons, who can summon more allies to their aid as they try to take the Doomslayer down. I can't wait for this game. Doom is something that I have been playing for years now, and this is something that is totally different from anything that I have experienced so far. Next up is Final Fantasy VII Remake that will release on March 3rd, 2020 on the PS4. The game is confirmed to release in multiple installments, but the team doesn't yet know how many parts that will actually consist of. One thing that we do know is that the content in the first episode, which you can pre-order right now, will cover 2 Blu-ray discs. So expect this game to be massive. Next is Watch Dogs Legion that releases on March 6th, 2020 on the PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Google Stadia. Watch Dogs Legion takes the hacker-centric franchise to a near-future dystopian London where players can recruit and take control of literally any NPC. This is another game I would imagine everyone is excited for as well. It's basically Grand Theft Auto but heavily focused on hacking stuff. It's just a really fun open world game. Next up is Cyberpunk 2077 that releases on April 16th, 2020 on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I know a lot of people are staying away from the news on this game because of spoilers, so I don't want to say much other than that it's a single-player action RPG game from the creators of Witcher 3, so you know it's going to be awesome. Next is Marvel Avengers that will release on May 15th, 2020 on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Marvel's Avengers is the second upcoming Marvel game, and it features both solo and 4-player co-op gameplay as well as character customization options for playable heroes like Thor, Black Widow, Iron Man, Hulk, and Captain America. Developer Crystal Dynamics has confirmed more playable characters will also be available for free. The last game is a game that all of my PlayStation subscribers are going to hate me for including, but it's a game that I am extremely excited for, so I wanted to mention it. That being Super Mario Maker 2 on the Nintendo Switch. The first Super Mario Maker is still my second favorite game of all time. It's so much fun, and Super Mario Maker 2 is the exact same thing, but it adds a ton more elements to the game, so it's going to be even better. Super Mario Maker 2 releases on June 28th, 2019. Obviously, this is only going to be on the Nintendo Switch, and if I'm to be 100% honest, this is the game that I am most excited for over everything else that we just talked about. I cannot explain how happy that I am that we are actually going to be getting a Super Mario Maker 2. This is like, I'm not going to say anything else because I just really am, and I'll like nerd out in the video. I'm super excited for this game. But yeah, that's going to bring us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to leave a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.